What up? What's good? What's going on? Back with another free lesson. My name is Dominic. Been playing bass professionally for a long time. I'm here to teach you a minor pentatonic scale in the key of B flat. This is geared towards beginning bass players, intermediate bass players, and some pros can actually use this if you choose to. So, I'm going to show you what a minor pentatonic is and teach you how to build on that. There's a way that I use pentatonics if I'm doing a studio session. There's a way that I build the song or whatever, or to build the bass line. And you build into a crescendo or a climax or whatever. You start, you start not so aggressive, and then you end a song kind of aggressively, doing more than what you did in the beginning. All right, so first let's run over the major scale. All right, so key of B flat, number system, major scale. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the first scale that you learn in chorus in high school. Do, re, mi, la, sol, la, ti, do. Do, 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 do. Do, re, mi, la, sol, la, ti, do. Do, 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 do. Right? And now the difference between your major scale and your minor scale is the third note. So 2, 3. And you flat that third, means go 1/2 step back. And that becomes your minor. All right? Minor third, 2, 1. So that major scale, each note has names to it. So your major scale, your major mode, is your Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Ladian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian. So that last note, the 8th note, is the same as your first note. This lower, higher, same note, B flat. So Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Ladian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian, and then back to your Ionian. Same note as the first. It's better to hear than for me to call out all the notes. You got to hear before you can see it, right? So if you hear the sound, just like your favorite song, you can just sing the melody and you don't even know any of the notes, but you can hear the melody. You can imagine, you can remember the melody. This is how you should play music, all right? So first major scale you learn in chorus, which a lot of people know. Almost everyone knows that, right? So your minor is, the difference between your major and minor is that flat third. So 1, 2, 3, flat the third. So the good way to look at the major, the difference between the major and minor, is major is happy. Happy. Minor, most of your funk tunes come from your minor modes. So, little different facial expression for that. So it's a little harder, a little angry, right? When you look at movies, somber music is your minor mode. Or if they're fighting in a movie, you get your minor. So you feel it a little more with your minor modes. Now your pentatonic, minor pentatonic scale is your first, your minor third, your fourth, the 5, 6, and back to that 1, which is the octave. All right, let's do that again. B flat, 1, minor third, 4, 5, and actually that's a minor 7th right there. So let's go back to the major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you flat that 7th also. All right. So let's say your minor pentatonic is that flat 3rd and the flat 7th. Okay. And major, flat 7th. So this is your 1 here, and your lower flat 7th. So this is your 7th, and then flat 7th, half step back, and that becomes your flat 7th, which is a whole step from your root note. That's the root note. That's your minor 7th. Which is A flat, but I'm not going to call out notes. You got to hear it before you can see. Don't have time to call out all the notes. All right, so let's go over that minor pentatonic again. The 1, minor 3, 4, 5, minor 7th, and then your 1 again. High 1, low 1. And if I extend it, 1, so if this is 1, then that's your minor 3rd, and this is on your G string, last string. That's the 4th, and that's a 5. So and we're gonna stop right there, which is the 5. So 1, minor 3rd, 4, 5, minor 7th, 1. That's the minor 3rd up there. 4, 5. So the last note is your 5. So we're doing that whole scale in 1 octave. That's your 5. So that's your 1, 5. So we do the major scale again, and we just go as far as the 5, and then back down to the 1. I hope y'all can get this. If you can't get this, maybe bass ain't for you. All right. So your minor pentatonic. And there's so many ways you can incorporate that into your music. If you can get that minor pentatonic and the major pentatonic, you don't have to learn anything else for the rest of your life. You can rock those 2 modes or scales and be okay. So so many ways to do it. All right, so I have a beat set up, and I'm gonna teach you how to build a climax in your playing using the minor pentatonic in the key of B flat. All right. Laying down the bass line first. the bass line is 1, minor third, 4, 5. 1, minor third, 4, 5. So, all right. So 1, minor third, 4, 5. So when I incorporate a lick or run, I'm going to start on that 1, the octave, the high one. So incorporating those notes in the minor pentatonic. That's your blues scale. 5, flat 5th, 4, minor 3rd. Minor 7th, back to the 1. Hopefully you can hear it. Not a lot of time to really break it down. And we'll just practice riffing from that high 1. All right, here we go. That's 5, minor 3rd. Do it again. From the 5, minor 3rd, 1. That was from the high 1. High 1. That was a minor 7. So if you're a singer and you're singing a song and you're just starting the song, you don't start way up here. You don't start with your highest notes. You start with your lowest notes, and then as the song goes, you build. Music and playing instruments is the same way. All right. So you don't just start out here all the way up here. You build. So the first place we build is that octave. So one in the minor 7, and then from the 4 to the minor 3rd. That's the blues scale. So we started from that one, the high one. So the high one on the octave, and then the minor third on a G string. So instead of starting the riffs from your octave, that one, we're going to start from the minor third, the high minor third. You got your low minor third and your high minor third. All right, so here we go. Minor third. So you keep building. So I started at the high one, then the high three, and then you go to the high four next. So many ways you can do it. I did a lot of recording sessions coming up as a teenager. Man, let me try to name. I'm a name drop. Did recording sessions for Ja Rule, group named Envy back in the days. A lot of tracks for Little Mo, Carl Thomas, Mobb Deep, Large Professor. So many. And I can't remember no more, but there's a whole lot. I was doing it way before the internet. But I approached, Timothy Wright, remembering some more names, Timothy Wright. Did the movie soundtrack, Why Do Fools Fall in Love, with En Vogue, recorded with En Vogue. Like I said, Why Do Fools Fall in Love, Frankie Lyman's story. Did the movie soundtrack for that. Tyler Perry's Why Did I Get Married, with an artist named Tamika Scott, title song on that soundtrack called Why Did I Get Married. That's me playing bass, and I approached every recording session the same way. What I just taught you, that was the way that I build in recording sessions. I would start low and then finish the song like really aggressive, most songs. So, and that's how I build it. All right. So hopefully y'all can use that. Peace.